Welcome to the Rain and Rainbows Pro D-Day Take-Home Package. My name is Sonia and I'm the Children's Services Coordinator at the Powell River Public Library. And if you have opened your bag for your take-home package, you will have noticed that there is a board game inside and there is a weather station inside, both of which you have to make yourselves. And then there is also an envelope that says Gratitude Rainbow and Moody Raindrops on the outside. So that's the activity that I'm going to demonstrate to you today. And I want to say that it is based on 2 videos by children's author and illustrator Christian Robinson. And I've included both of those videos in our playlist. So I encourage you to watch them and get ideas. And then you can also watch this video and get ideas. And when you are done, maybe you could take a picture and send your rainbow to me. I'm really excited to see what you come up with. All right, so let's get started. To begin, I want you to know what you will need. You will need a glue stick, you will need scissors, and you will need some coloring supplies. And that is all. Inside the envelope, you will find a sheet that asks you to list 10 feelings, 2 sheets of paper, 2 cardboard raindrops, and a selection of paper scraps and fabric scraps. So you could use either of these or any of these components to make your rainbow, but I've decided to start with the fabric scraps. So I'm going to set the other pieces aside to start. And also I only need 1 sheet of paper, so I'm going to put the other sheet of paper away. So here we go. I'm going to choose some colors, and I've decided to go with the yellow for the first color of my rainbow. And I've made a little arc shape with it. Then I've decided to go with blue, that shiny purple blue fabric for the next color. And I've laid the yellow on top of the purple to get the shape right. So there we go. I'm cutting out the middle also to make that arc shape. And finally, I really like that sparkly pink red color. So I'm going to choose that for the inside of my rainbow. And then I wanted to add more fabric, and I noticed that the flowers kind of look like clouds. So I cut those out, and I can try them below, and then I tried them above, and I decided to put them above. So I made 1 cloud there, and then I thought, I need another cloud. So I took the darker blue fabric with the polka dots on it, and I also turned that into a cloud. Now I'm not ready to glue things yet because I want to make sure I've got things where I want them to be, and I'm going to start by tracing some raindrops around my rainbow and under my clouds. And look, you can see I've got some help there. Little arm tracing right there. And I'm doing some of the raindrops overlapping because that happens. As Christian Robinson says in his video, feelings sometimes overlap, and so these moody rainbows, they might have some overlap. And now I think I've got everything where I want it to be, so I'm going to start gluing. So I did my clouds first. And you might need to add a little bit more glue. I found that the glue stick did a perfect job. I didn't need to use white glue. And there goes my dark blue cloud. So once I have the clouds in place, I'm going to start gluing down my rainbow. And I would say be really generous with your glue on some of these fabrics, especially the bumpy ones. You really want to fill up the bumps with glue. So here you go. I'm going to add a lot of glue, especially to this yellow one. And I'm going to press it down once I've got it on the paper here. And you could even lift it up, add more glue, just to make sure that it's going to stay. See, there you go. And then I'm doing the same with the blue. And then that pinky red one. And then I'm going to take out the list 10 feelings sheet of paper, and I've written down 10 feelings. And these are going to become faces on the raindrops. So you might want to, if you're doing your activity while watching this video, you might want to pause for a minute just so you can write down your 10 feelings. And then I kind of sketched them onto my raindrops. I wasn't sure if this would be where the faces finally were, but I wanted to just see what they were going to look like. And eyebrows are really useful, I discovered. Eyebrows can really give a lot of feeling. You can see those angry downturned eyebrows on the one raindrop. And then I thought, oh, maybe I want to make my raindrops out of the scrap paper. So I cut out a few raindrops and I actually put them over my faces because those were just kind of experiments. And then look at that. I thought, nope, I don't think that looks good. I'm going to try something else. And that's totally okay. So while you're making your raindrops, feel free to put stuff down and then take it off and try something different. That's all part of the process. And then I decided to color the background, and I wanted it to go from light blue to dark blue just to give you that really moody, dark rain cloud feeling. So I colored in my background, and then I outlined my raindrops so that they would stand out better. But I still wasn't sure about how their faces were going to look, so I colored them in. And then I cut out some more pieces from that scrap paper, and I did some expressions out of scrap paper. I even put a lightning bolt in there. And this was all kind of part of the experimentation that went behind this process. And then I tipped all of those face pieces off, and I actually cut new white pieces for my raindrops because I realized that my raindrops weren't showing up too well against that blue background when they were blue too. So here we go. I've glued down the white drops. And then I've redrawn some of those expressions just to make sure I'm going to get them right when I put them on my paper. And then I used those scrap pieces that I cut earlier and I put them back on the raindrops because I actually really liked how those looked. So I put on some mouths. I started with some mouths. And I wasn't sure if I wanted a surprised mouth or a smiley mouth. I ended up with the smiley mouth on the bottom. And then I drew in the eyes. I decided not to go with the scrap paper for the eyes. And on that kind of yawny one, I gave him closed, sleepy eyes. And on the one with the straight mouth, I put little lines under his eyes so he looks tired. Those are some overlapping feelings there, maybe some bored and tired together. And then I thought, oh, they need just a little bit more color, so I added a little bit of shading with my blue pencil crayon. And I'm almost done here. I outlined them one more time just to make sure they showed up. And to finish off, I add a few up and down raindrop lines behind the bigger raindrops. So here it is, my gratitude rainbow and my moody raindrops. I had a lot of fun doing this activity, and I hope you did too. To end, I just wanted to mention that if you watched Christian's videos, you'll see that he mentions that the thing that makes this a gratitude rainbow is that you can share it with someone who makes you feel grateful. They could be in your community or your family, but it makes a really nice gift or something to put on your wall. So again, I hope you had a lot of fun, and I'll see you at the next Pro D Day. Bye!